Good morning, Texas. I'm Dale Long. This is The Real Deal. And today we're going to talk leasing, and we're going to talk about myths about leasing. The first myth I want to talk about is, I drive too many miles to lease a car. Well, let me tell you the truth. If you're driving too many miles to lease a car, then if you're financing that car, you're driving too many miles to finance that car too. And let me tell you why I say that. If you're one of those people that's driving more than 15,000 miles a year, which is the national average, and you're driving 20, 25, 30, 35, some people drive more than that, but if you're driving those kind of miles and you think you're not doing damage to the value of your car, well, that's where you don't understand exactly what's happening. In a lease, we account for whatever the mileage is you want to drive. Leasing was first designed for businesses who drive high miles. Their fleets drive high miles, and they wanted to properly depreciate it so at the end of their use of the vehicle, they could turn it in without a lot of negative exposure. Well, that's the same thing leasing does for you. If you're driving 20, 25, 30,000 miles, we can account for those miles in the payment, so at the end of however long you plan on keeping the car, you're in a good position. Give you an example. If you're buying a new truck and I buy a new truck and I drive mine 15,000 miles a year and you drive yours 30,000 miles a year, at the end of 3 years, I've got 45,000 miles on my truck. On your truck, you've got 90, which means that your truck is technically by mileage 6 years old and not 3 years old. Okay? So the value's got to be worth a lot less than mine is, right? That makes sense. So then what happens is that used car guy walks out there or new car manager walks out and tells you your car's worth whatever, and you owe $10,000 more than what it's worth. And you go into a heart attack mode and that whole bit. It's just because the payment couldn't keep up with the depreciation of the truck. So it's important that however you drive your car, your financing is set up to match the way you drive your car and the way you trade your car. Leasing can do that for you, and it can do it very efficiently. The other myth I wanted to talk about is, well, if you lease a car, you don't own it. You're just renting it. Okay, let's be honest. If you finance your car 5, 6, or 7 years, and you only keep that car for 3 years, did you ever own the car? Did you ever have title to the car showing that you owned it? No, you did not. The bank held the title. The bank owned that car. Miss a payment and see who owned that car. I promise you it's the bank. So, unless you plan on keeping your car that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and actually getting a title, you're really not owning the car either. You're just using the car. So if you're really going to use a car, then why not set up your financing to match how long you want to use a car? And a lease will do that for you. A lot of people think leases are just 3 years. Well, I keep my car longer than 3 years. Okay, so keep it longer than 3 years. Leases can actually be anywhere from 24 months all the way up to 60 months. So you can decide how long you like to keep your car. And obviously, if you keep your car 4 or 5 years and you want to enjoy even maybe a better payment structure, leasing can accomplish that too. So here's what I'm going to tell you about leasing. Don't let somebody else tell you what leasing is or isn't. Why don't you call an expert? I've been doing this for almost 30 years in the auto industry. I lease my vehicles. I've always leased my vehicles. My kids, who are grown adults, lease their vehicles. And they, since they were old enough to drive, we've always leased their vehicles, except for those first ones when they were wrecking and banging all over the place. But the fact of the matter is, leasing is a great way to offset the cost of ownership. Now, we make it real easy here at Waxahachie Auto Group. All you got to do is go to our website, waxahachie.com, click on one of the product lines that you're interested in. You're going to see a lease tab button. It's basically, you click on lease specials. It's going to open up a page. It's going to have in there a little form that all you have to do is click on. It's about 5 or 6 lines of some simple questions. Doesn't take any time to do it. You fill that out, you push that button, and hey, you're going to get to talk to me. And I'm going to work with you and show you what we can do on whatever vehicle is you're interested in. We make it real simple here at Waxahachie. And as always, I'm going to deliver that car from our door to yours. So you don't have to live in Waxahachie. You can live up in Anna, Texas, Paris, Texas. You can live down in Austin, San Antonio, or Houston, and I'll still bring that car to your door. We make a deal, I'll cater to you. I'll bring it down there and just deliver it right to your house or your office and make it real simple. So again, go to Waxahachie Auto Group. Punch a car that you're interested in. Let me show you how we can make it real simple here. As always, I'm Dale Long. This is The Real Deal. I hope you have a terrific day, and I look forward to hearing from you.